The last 2 years they have been difficult. We had 2 virtual running events, but that's not the same. A gathering of this magnitude is of course different. Yes, there is some anxiety. Can we still pull it off after 2 years? Everyone a bit rusty, but we have a great team. We have 4,000 people working for this event. I'm very optimistic and positive that we can pull off a great show for all the runners. But yeah, I'm nervous. To me, it's always important that runners are coming back healthy. So yesterday we had the 5K and the 10K. They all came back healthy, happy. That's most important to me. And if a runner is happy, then my sponsors are happy, the city is happy, traffic police is happy. So yeah, everyone's smiling faces, that's important to me. The lineup you will see in a bit. We have 10,000 full marathoners, almost 12,000 half marathon runners lining up. So they managed to go through the pandemic quite well. They're still fit, and it's going to be awesome to see them running. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic crowd.
And it's finally back. The Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon has returned after a 2-year hiatus. What an amazing sight to behold. The thousands and thousands of runners making their way past the start line. With more than 34,000 runners from all over the world participating in the event, the turnout for the 2022 edition was simply stunning.
I started running when I was in campus. In campus, I had opportunity to try a few sports like softball, futsal. But running seems to be the most easiest sport to do. When I start, it was like of a hobby, just to keep myself healthy. It seems like a sport where if you put in effort, you'll get the reward. And then also started to register for running events around KL with my friends. Every run has a benchmark, but we grade it like this is the A race, this is the B race, this is the C race. So the A race is like KL Standard Chartered Marathon, where you are really aim to beat your personal best, where you really want to shine, where you really want to be at your highest peak performance. My best memory came to Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon for first time, like doing a 10 km, like happy, don't care about timing and everything. But after 5 years, I was competing and I managed to finish second on the podium. So it was whoa, when you look back, refresh, wow, how time has changed, how I pushed myself towards that level. Anything is possible if you you put in the effort. I did my personal best in 2017, where I clocked 34:13. But now it's much more different, where I'm already married, I have a 2 years old, and the time is not as much as I used to have. So I have to be smart in terms of training, try to do less, but gain more. Fine-tune the training much better. I have learned a lot from my friend, other coaches, through reading materials. I hope with this kind of maturity, it can help me to beat my personal best in Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon.
He had an accident, and that accident actually partially because he came to look for me.
I said, you come. I saw my leg like this. The flesh come out, then the leg also come out. I told her, finish already. She said, what is finished? Never mind, you come to the hospital, you see, you know what is finished.
When arrived at the hospital, it was quite bad, his condition. When they go to the doctor, they kind of wrap it up and say that they need a specialist to actually look into it. It was quite traumatizing, but yeah, he was always very calm and He was very quiet. I think he thought that his leg is totally gone because we don't know what's happening actually. Until the next day morning when the doctor come and explain to us everything and say one thing, "Don't worry, uncle, you can run again." And he start talking. And that was make him fully alive again.
That's why when injured already, I do slow march, in the army. Up, down, that's even 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, I do slow march. Just to balance my leg. I'm not worried about the pain. So long I can go. That is all enough for me already. I want to walk myself with whatever I have, my leg back again. Actually, I start running when I retired. I say 55. Don't know what to do actually. 55, I start, then I just put on my shoe. That's the easiest one. I don't have to find you or some friends to run with me or walk with me. So I put on my shoe. I just run around my area. In running, you don't need to get anybody. You just wake up in the morning, put on your shoe, just run on it. That's the easiest sport. Even 1 a.m. also, I don't mind. I go out and run. That is life, to keep us active all the time. From running, slowly I catch up from 5K, 10K, then up to half marathon. Then suddenly there's a full marathon coming. You just join on it.
It's very good for him to do that, to continue doing that as much as, especially he loves it so much. And he really enjoys it. It keeps him active.
I just want to be healthy. I don't want them to take care of me also. If I can be independent, I'm more happy for the life already.
Back on the course and the runners are streaming through Jalan Raja Laut. This year's race saw a completely new route for the 42.195 kilometer full marathon, which takes runners on a tour of the Kuala Lumpur city centre. As expected, the Kenyan elite runners were soon in a breakaway pack at the front, being tailed by the leading pack of Malaysian runners, all cutting through the morning mist, showing solid race pace. The full marathon Malaysian men's category was a keenly contested affair as 5-time defending champion Muhaiza Mohammed and young Puva Santhan were neck and neck for most of the race. At the midway point, it was clearly all about Moses Kiptu Kurgat, who only had Jeffrey Bergen, also from Kenya, with him. And as Jeffrey dropped off, it would be Moses pushing all by himself, running in isolation with no one ahead or behind. Into the last few kilometers now and getting great support from the volunteers at the water and medical stations, and he would take the top spot, crossing the line in a course record-breaking 2:11.04. Over 10 kilometers back in the Malaysian category, Puva Santhan ended the dominance of 5-time winner Muhaiza Mohammed to win his first Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon. Santhan, who has been coached by his father since he was 5, stayed close to the overwhelming race favourite before overtaking him in the last kilometre. The 24-year-old from Pahang, who finished 4th in the 2019 edition, clocking 2 hours, 37 minutes and 56 seconds to win the Malaysian full marathon category. The full marathon women's open was then won by another first-time KLSCM participant from Kenya, Shelmith Maiwira Muruyuki, who finished in a time of 2:44.16.
They call me a heart attack survivor. Why? Because I survived double heart attack while I'm running, preparing for my Tokyo Marathon. I train hard. I have a highest mileage ever in my life. At that time, you never think that you have a heart problem. Only the last week before taper, I have a chest pain, difficulty on breathing. That is where I had the first heart attack. I thought it was asthma attack. I feel something wrong. That's why I want to test again. Slow pace doesn't make any impact. When I change the fastest pace, that is a severe heart attack. It's blackout around 3-4 seconds. After the 4 seconds, I hug the tiang lampu. But at that time, luckily I didn't fall down. The next day, went to hospital. When the doctor said I had a block in my heart and I had to undergo the operations, wow, I can't believe. Right after I discharged from the operation room, I'm lost because many things I in my mind. How much longer I can live with the stent planted in my heart. The most important thing is, how is my family? To survive is a miracle for me. The first 3 months I just walking. From 500 meter to 3 kilometer, I keep walking. Deep down inside, I still hope I can run. By following strictly the rehab and recovery program by the doctor, after 3 months I start to slow jog. Now I can run with a very low heart rate, even much better than back those days. So in fact, doctor said, running is the only thing you do that save your life. If not, deaths can be earlier and unpredictable. My cardiologist said, continue running. To be frank, until now, she have a doubtful on me. She tried to scare me like, this happened to me, it may happen to you. She never confront directly to me, but I understand. I know it's about the fear of losing someone very important in your family. And to convince her, I think take times. Most of my event now, I run together with my wife. The reason is, cannot run fast. For me to look good, I run with her. And no more full marathon maybe after this. So for this year, I have reduced the distance. From full marathon, I register 10 kilometer together with my wife, same category. I'm really excited. Everybody looking forward. And this is the time people give their best.
When I was younger or when I was in school, I would play other sports. Running wasn't my main outdoor activities that I wanted to do. Why running? And as a lawyer, Malaysian Bar has this sports event with the Singapore Law Society every year. So we would have this kind of like competition with each other. I picked running because to me it's the easiest. I realized I always come last because I was a young lawyer. I was a workaholic. I never put in any training. After a couple of years, I got fed up of being last. I started to take up running seriously. And then I started running at Lake Gardens. So I would do a loop every morning. When I first started, I can't even run 1 kilometer. I would run, walk, run, walk. And then from there, I increased to 3 kilometers. Until one of my friends said, hey, why don't you sign up for a marathon or that kind of thing. So it was starting from there. Oh my God, where do I start? My dreams? I love running in KL because it's my city, it's where I grew up. Whenever I run in KL, it's interesting to see how the city looked like 10 years ago and now. Federal Hill near Bangsa. Those areas have some of those old government buildings, government quarters. Those are nice to look at. Sometimes when I run around those areas, I berangan, I want to own those properties. I think that's one of the motivations to run there also. Almost every week, I run up to the Mayor Hill. I like that route because it's challenging. So the challenge is to go as fast as you can because it's quite steep. So when I first started that route, I walked because it's tough, right? Over the time, I started to be able to run all the way. Because sometimes I would walk and run. Or I would run, and then when you get that steep part, walk. My route is actually Bukit Tunku. We can discover the nooks and crannies around Bukit Tunku. For instance, this house is very nice. I like the structure because maybe some famous architect did it. Running in KL has a different vibe because so many things happening. You get to see different types of people also. And then you get to see all these tourists also, they look. And you can help them out and say that, hey, why don't you go check out this place? Because you know. So that's why running in KL is fun for me. So if I do a long run, to build up to the mileage for the full marathon, I would start at 4 a.m. Then we need to finish it in like 3 to 4 hours. So to overcome the hot weather in KL, I have to run very fast. And that's the strategy for Standard Chartered marathons.
My mom is the closest person to me. Her life is like just here. And then most of the time, she will just walk in this house. The most maybe go to the pasar, yeah, just a few kilometers away, and then with the motorbike. I think she need to move. I didn't force her. Sometime morning, I was just like, you wanna go? Just put on the shoe. I will go to some place just to run. So we just repeat. From that approach, I know as long as she put in the effort, she will build stronger. The condition sometimes she will complain. She will complain like, oh, here pain, that pain.
头头练习的时候是有一点辛苦咯，有点辛苦，然后慢慢的就可以啦，可以。
So I just want her to be part of my maybe like crazy dream. I want her to feel it. Don't just like surround with us. She deserves her own life. I just want to open the door for her. Maybe start from running.
虽然是怕辣，不过我还要去，只不过边跑还有风景看，对，是不是？也是看看风景咯，然后就慢慢的跑完21 km。
Do you know you are going to run a half marathon? So at that moment, I asked my sister like, if you join a race, 10K or half? Then she said half. I said, if you go half, meaning mom's also go half. She just like, huh? What is it? Then that is that already. I think at that moment I don't really like get her permission. I just like we are on the same boat, so we just cruise on. For this year, so I decided to run with my family, my mom, my sister. I don't really aim for anything. I'm really looking forward to that time where we struggle, we laugh along the way. And I just hope like throughout the every single step, they will get inspired. They will try to like have the courage to do what they want to do. Hopefully, we can cross the finishing line together. That is the moment where I just like looking forward to. And then I just hope they can get the joy out of it. We will definitely to continue. In life, there is one achievement unlocked. There is one thing that they have done, and then we can still laugh about it. We can still talk about it. Yeah. So that is the directions. That is the aim. That is the goal.
For the majority of the runners who took part in this year's marathon, it was yet another great day out. Some donned costumes, some ran with their friends, with the course weaving through some of the most famous parts of the city. And for them, personal best was not the prime reason for taking part. They had fun, and finishers were crossing the line late into the morning. As the morning got hotter, they pushed themselves to the limit and never gave up. But the medals they won as a result made it all worthwhile.
The Boost brand is all about loving life, and obviously being fit and healthy is a huge component of that. I think we've been lucky enough to grow, and now we've got that opportunity, and it was kind of natural synergy. We met the organisers, really got on well with them. We're definitely expanding in Malaysia, so we've got about 140 odd stores. We expect to grow to many more than that. I think this is our first time we've learned a lot. I think we've learned that our queuing system for the boost juice is very popular. We need to get a bit better at that. I think more engagement, more build-up, probably some after-event activities as well. I think it's a huge amount. I mean, they're absolutely our customers. So it's about looking after them and then, growing with them.
2 years of COVID has really pressed a lot of changes in our lifestyle, our habits. I'm 50 this year. To be able to run 10 kilometers and sense of personal achievement. So it's nice, and maybe next year I might do a little bit more. For the Standard Chartered Marathon, it puts meaning and purpose into the way we give back to communities. So it creates not only awareness, but also a lot of the charities that we do. So it's our way of giving back to say thank you. Standard Chartered, we've been here in Malaysia for nearly 150 years. For us, it's important to recognize that it is a milestone. The last 2 years during COVID, during the pandemic, has almost reset the world as we know it, the way we live. The financial world has all changed. So for us, what's common and what goes back to kind of our roots is really marathon. It's getting people together, the different nationalities. We have, I think, around 45 different nationalities running in this race. We have 34,000 people, and not just people in KL, but also people outside of Kuala Lumpur, around 10,000 people. So it's fantastic just to really tell everyone we're alive, we're here, and we want to be here for another 150 years.
Today's result is third place finish. I managed to clock 34 minutes 50 seconds. I'm still grateful for today, Alhamdulillah. If I compare with previous KLSCM results, in terms of timing, I improved a lot, almost a minute. Also improvement, I just have to keep on working. Hopefully I can get close to my personal best in next Kuala Lumpur Standard Chartered Marathon.
I think 3 hours plus there. Actually, I'm very satisfied with my time.
Sure that he was very determined to get it done and finishing it, and I was just to be side with him, to assist him and to be there with him.
From the start, I run is okay. About 12K there, I start walking. So I just doesn't want to attack my legs, but there's no pain. All these things is still very good.
Maybe he will want to do 42 by then.
I really want to do full marathon. My body can take me, my leg can take me. I will do it. I will do it.
It's a fantastic run. The weather is amazing. The people, the crowd, the atmosphere is splendid. The volunteers is outstanding. I really love the condition here, and I'm so happy. I'm so delighted with the result. I'm aiming for 1 hour 5 minutes. Even though it's far from my personal best, but in my condition, this is the best, and I'm really, really delighted with the result.
I finished in about 5 hours, which is quite reasonable. So I am actually happy with the result. I feel very proud that people are coming together. Sometimes we make the point to wait for the last runner to come back, because it's important to encourage people to finish the whole course, even if it is 1 minute to the last cut-off time. I am very proud that everyone can finish the race. It's not easy. So happy, really very happy.
We complete the 21.1 km, the half marathon, just a little bit outside 4 hours. I'm really proud of my mom because she make it.
有一点辛苦啦，辛苦点，跑就好像很开心这样子咯。
Okay. I scared like she will cramp. Slowly she pick up the pace, but after the 10K, she less running already. She didn't run much. She start to walk, and then I can see like the face is red. So I try to support her. This one is different because it's not about first one or what. Yeah, it's about complete the same task together and then have some memory there.
We're gonna light like a sun, shining the night away. We burn the past in the fire, I know it will be okay. We're gonna light like a sun, moving as one, shining the night away. We stand in the silence and worries just fade away and just fight the burn inside. A million voice with just one line, and they will see a sign. A million hearts from 1,000 miles. They run through the streets, rising in tides. We gonna build a city, nothing we cause the cold for crumbling empire. We gonna build a city lights. We gonna take back the summer and spend this long night awake. Let it be the drama, our heartbeats will start us way.